Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay, back to you with another reaction, man. As you can see, man, we are reacting to the CoryxKenshin allegations. They put allegations on my boy. Man, if y'all don't know who CoryxKenshin is a well-known gaming content creator. For y'all that don't know, he's very entertaining, very funny. He does like all his original work. Obviously, he plays a lot of horror games and different games that he likes to, put on the channel and stuff like that. But he's a well-known YouTuber, and he's like the well-known one that always like go on breaks and stuff like that. He'll be gone for like 9 months and stuff, and then he'll come back like nothing ever happened. So but recently he's been hit with allegations about. I only know a little bit of it, but I think it's something about him and this girl, and saying that he was manipulative and all this other stuff. So that whole thing has gotten debunked within like 24 hours, and this man didn't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we about to see the summary of this video, and y'all going to get my raw reaction from it. And we're going to see how this whole thing came about, man. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already. Become a part of the family. Become a part of us, man. Because our goal is to try to get to 500 subscribers, man. We almost there. Yeah, so far, man. So if you can go ahead, subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that, because y'all been some rock stars, as always. You know what I'm saying? And comment down below, how do you feel about the allegations? And how do you feel about it all being like dropped and all that different stuff, man? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what this whole shenanigan is all about, man. So let's see what we got going on.
So last night, my entire timeline was jumping talking about a YouTuber named CoryxKenshin. Truthfully, I don't really know much about the guy, but he is factually one of the biggest creators on YouTube.
And goated, as always, one of the GOAT creators, you know what I'm saying? It's him, for me, it's him, Berleezy, Poise, and gosh, I mean, there's a lot of like great gaming content creators, man, but definitely CoryxKenshin is up there for sure, man. But let's get back into it.
It appears to me that he mainly makes gaming playthrough style videos, and people really seem to universally love him. The last time I can remember him really making headlines,
I remember that video,
saying YouTube is racist or showed favoritism or something like that. Well, last night Cory found himself on the end of some allegations.
Hold on, I want to read this real quick. POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you let him hurt you. Okay.
It's from an ex-girlfriend, and now a lot of his fans are turning their back on him, saying that this...
My bad, I apologize if I pause too much. I really want to read these texts. Like, I just want to read what they're saying.
Ex-girlfriend, and now...
And if you're a CoryxKenshin fan and the first thing that comes out your mouth is a defense, you can... I'm seeing too many excuses. I don't know. If you watch him since the beginning of time, hold him accountable or be quiet.
A lot of his fans are turning their back on him, saying that this all seems completely out of character, while others are obviously coming to his defense. So all of the information we have right now does come from the ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name Panda Ninja XX Official. And she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok, which she titles The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber. Adding, I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Also saying content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Those are some serious accusations that you're throwing out there. Hold on, let me go back to that. Emotional plus mental abuse, that's serious within itself. Them first 2 is already serious within themselves. Then you got manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness related trauma. Those are some serious allegations, but let's see. And like I said before, this has all been debunked, but I just want to see like the detail of everything.
Sentiment and status-fueled cruelty. I mean, just based on the sheer amount of buzzwords she used here, I thought, god damn, this dude must have done some really bad shit. She starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Cory, and that he was hiding her from the world during the duration of their relationship. She even questions his religious acumen here. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. She goes on to say that Cory met her when she was at her lowest, and that he made her feel important. She also alludes multiple times to the idea that he ghosted her, or that he emotionally abused her, and that when she needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things that you could shelve, and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. And it seems like they had a complicated on and off relationship. She alludes to the idea that he apparently cheated on her in public, and then the next day someone told me they saw you in...
Now, okay, now that one I have something to say about, because I've seen a lot of people say that she cheated on him. Now, I don't know what's true or not, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not going to sit here and say she's lying or Cory's lying, because at the end of the day, they both grown human beings. Cory's a grown man. Now, I think she's wrong for putting their business on the internet. That is exactly why Cory is off YouTube and not trying to be on the social media platforms like that. So that I don't necessarily agree with, because wholeheartedly, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't doing nothing where it's like, you know, something crazy, you know what I'm saying? I really don't care. But like putting this stuff on the media, like, you know what I'm saying? That could have just been kept between y'all two. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But Cory's a grown man, you know. Cory not perfectly, like, he not like perfect. He not a perfect human being, but you know, shoot, we all fall short sometimes. But hey, if he did play with her like that, hey, that's his business. You know what I'm saying? But this whole thing could have been kept under wraps. But let's keep going.
California with another girl. He goes on to claim that this was his sister, and she also says that this is when he stopped talking to her altogether. And then she goes on to say that this ruined her nervous system somehow, and
How?
over and over she questions his position as a role model on YouTube, and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his audience, claiming that part 2 would be even heavier. And honestly, this first post I really saw as a nothing burger. Like, wow, man has a relationship with a woman of age. Yes, maybe he led her on, or he knew he had her wrapped around his finger, but nothing criminal or even immoral to me. Now in part...
I'm sorry, it's the way that he looked into the camera for that picture. I'm sorry. That was a little wild. But like, man, we can all agree, Cory, he don't really be bringing up his relationship stuff like that in his videos. That's more of his personal life, but you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's funny that people really are surprised. Like, he has a girlfriend? I'm like, he's a human being, you know, at the end of the day. Like, of course he's going to have a girlfriend. Like, what do you mean? Like, I kind of figured he would be talking to somebody, or at least was talking to somebody at one point. So I'm like, he's a human being. Like, of course, he's going to date around.
2, we see some actual messages exchanged between the two of them. Apparently, they were communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is insane to me, but I digress.
I can
Basically,
agree.
it seems like after some time, Cory wanted to spin the block for a booty call, apparently making light of himself ghosting her in the past. You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more. What? That was a joke, jeez. I was just asking. Now, she claims he did this spinning of the block.
And a lot of people try to say, like, oh, Cory don't cuss. But I wholeheartedly believe that this man cusses off camera. I definitely believe that. Like, on video, he tries to be a little bit more friendly, family oriented, a little bit friendly in that aspect, because obviously it's YouTube, and I'm pretty sure his audience is like people my age, like in their 20s, maybe a little bit younger. You know what I'm saying? There's probably some older people that still watch him, but I feel like his primary audience is people in their 20s or younger. You know what I'm saying? But off camera, come on, I'm pretty sure this guy cusses. I'm pretty sure he does, but maybe not a lot. But like I said, he's not perfect. He's not all the way perfect. You know what I'm saying? But come on now, he's a grown man, you know?
Because he knew he could still get her and that it would make him feel powerful. I mean, honestly, I think the dude just wanted to hit it again, seeing if it was a possibility. She claims, though, that he somehow threw the fact that she was apparently assaulted in the past by someone else in her face in doing this. She says that he used her when he wanted sex, and he comes back and says that this wasn't the case and that he genuinely loved her, but that apparently during the time of their relationship his life was all over the place. And despite previously claiming that she did not care about his money or status in the first part, she makes the assumption here that his life is all roses because he has money and fame, which obviously we've seen countless examples that that's not always the case. A lot of times more money, more status, well, it brings in a lot more problems for some.
I agree. More money, more problems. Definitely. Money only brings temporary happiness. That it doesn't really fulfill you. Shoot, I could be rich tomorrow, if God willing. I could be rich tomorrow. That will only give me temporary happiness, but that won't fulfill what I need. It doesn't fulfill my needs. You know what I'm saying? So while money is good, don't get me wrong, we all love money. It don't make you happy at the end of the day. That's just temporary happiness. And we've seen it from many celebrities, a lot of them.
Especially mentally. And also, for the record, in her trying to expose him in this way, tells me that she is being very vengeful and really trying to turn his fans on him. I mean, just look at the way she titled this slideshow series. She was also trying to do like TikTok trends around the topic, which I'll get to here in a second. Now, apparently at some point this woman was diagnosed with cancer, which is obviously terrible. She says she was diagnosed all the way back during the pandemic, saying that she felt more alone than ever. And so she apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, "That was the most passive-aggressive cancer review ever." With absolutely no other context, we don't know what she said to him before that, how she said it, or how long it had been since they had even talked. Claiming that seeing that text was harder than the diagnosis itself. I mean, come on. I mean, she's basically acting like he says, "Well, that sucks, bitch, kick rocks," and then blocked her. Like, there is truly not enough context here to make a judgment about one single text message. But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer.
Okay, now that's low key kind of nah. Go back. Hold on. Go back.
One single text message. But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer.
Okay, now that's a little different. Now, when you bring moms into this, then that's when it start getting a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know Corey, like, not saying that I do, I know him personally, like, not saying that I do, but I'm just saying, if you watched him for years, you know how his personality is. He jokes a lot. That's his humor. Now, this is all alleged. So, now, is he like that off camera? I don't know. But what I see on camera is how I see Corey. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been watching him for years, this is how he acts. This ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's been consistent with his personality and how he is as a person. But to bring your mom, or his mom into the situation and saying you should know better because your mom dealt with something, that's kind of deep. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she was just trying to take a jab. And now it's starting to get, you know what I'm saying, a little weird that you brought that up, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we don't have context of what she said in the text message after he said, "Oh, that was the biggest cancer reveal, blah, blah, blah." But we also don't know how he said it either because sometimes you can't really gauge how the person is saying it off of a text message as opposed to their voice. Because sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really gauge how he was trying to say it. He probably said it in a joking way. You know what I'm saying? But let me keep going.
Which I think is so out of bounds and fucked up for her to say. Now, she claims she survived the cancer, thankfully. And this is where we move on to part 3, where she basically says that Corey was using other women in this way, where he never truly committed to them but liked to keep them around. She goes on and on about speaking her truth and holding Corey accountable, really painting the picture that what she's doing here is some brave act. And then she also shares this video of the two walking down a hallway where she says, "POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He only wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you."
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish. I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this camera out of my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out.
See, but that's his personality. That's how he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've seen all his videos, if you watched them for the past couple years, maybe even longer than that for all the OG Cory fans, that's how he acts. That's literally how he is. But some people saw that one video, was like, oh, he's crazy. That's literally his personality. That's how he jokes. That's like his humor. You know, that's just how he is. But you wouldn't know that unless you've been like watching Cory for the past couple years. Now, for somebody new watching this, if they seen that video, they'll be like, oh, I always knew that there was something wrong with him. Because I even had somebody that I was messaging somebody, just a quick little rant. They were saying like, oh, who do you like better? Like, now I guess between like Burleezy and Cory. And I was like, I actually like Burleezy. But if I had to watch one person for the rest of my life, I would watch Cory over Burleezy. But I like Burleezy. She's like, I don't really like Cory because Cory is not really funny. He's like, there's something off about him. I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, it's your opinion, but what do you mean something's off about him? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, it was just a weird little conversation. I guess like for people who aren't really into Cory or at least watch Cory, they wouldn't technically know how his personality is. Now, I don't know him either like that. I just know him based off of YouTube. Like I said, I'm going to stress that because I don't want people in the comments to be like, well, you don't really know him personally. I don't. I just know him just for YouTube. That's it. But if you watch them on YouTube for numerous amounts of years, you should know how his personality is. This is literally the same CoryxKenshin.
On the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Now, don't get me wrong, that was some weird shit he said about watching her in her sleep and doing something. But granted, these are two people whose relationship seemed very immature, toxic, and downright strange. Also, while editing this video, I found this clip where she was being interviewed on TikTok Live last night, and she talks about the things that Cory said in that clip, making it pretty clear that she knew it was a joke.
Obviously, you see me fucking laughing with him in the video. You can't be that dumb to think that
People are that dumb, though.
Well, unfortunately, then you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video, but if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that was the essay video.
That video in particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment. A nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
I literally just said that.
She did also post this video trying to capitalize on a TikTok trend.
bacon avocado.
I mean, come on, guys. You cannot tell me that this isn't at least a little bit about clout or revenge. I mean, at the end of the day, it really just seems like Cory was playing the fields, having fun with a couple of different girls. Yes, yeah, maybe some of them thought that it was something more.
Yeah, which he's more than obligated to. He's not tied down to nobody. He's not married. You know, he's... Now, I don't agree with, you know, if this is true, I don't agree with him, like, you know, playing with, you know, women's hearts and stuff like that. Then, hey, but that's his business, though. If that's, you know what I'm saying, hey, that's his business. He a grown man. He could do whatever he want to do. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the personal stuff, she should have let that out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Or serious. But either way, the guy did not do anything illegal. He had a fully consensual relationship with this woman. This is something that she said during a TikTok live just last night.
Between me and Cory. Like,
Hey,
the essay happened to me when I was younger.
A whole different person.
And it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video.
So that cleared it right there, right?
That he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like
Thank you for saying
like,
that.
A laugh, like we were like that's something we both laughed at. Like that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video, but And I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I know you never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
So yeah, it was kind of just one of those things where it was really none of our business. Nor
Right.
do I really give a shit if someone
Right.
I watch for entertainment leads people on in their personal life. I mean, as long as he wasn't doing anything illegal or immoral, like I said earlier, I guess I just kind of think, who cares? Like, even the messages that she showed, they were either out of context or they seemed to be blown way out of proportion, like when he was merely joking around or saying something else that we truly have no idea what prompted that response. And the other thing is, like, how he chooses to present himself in his professional life, in his videos and his streams, is really his choice. Like, honestly, the way she set this entire thing up, you would think he was out here on some Diddy shit, or maybe like some Minecraft YouTuber activity, but it was really none of that. I don't know, it's just crazy to me, because when I saw this last night, the way the people were talking about it on Twitter, the way his fans were reacting, you would think this guy did, like, the absolutely worst thing in the world, when it really just seemed like maybe he played this girl with very loose evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you guys will disagree with me in the comments, but nothing about what he did here screams like, oh, this guy needs to be canceled to me. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this topic down below. If you're out there and you're a big fan of Cory, let me know down below if this changes the way you feel about him. Are you gonna stop watching his content? I mean, to me, this is just like a modern part of dating. Is it wrong to ghost people? Yeah, but is it like illegal? Absolutely not. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other allegations out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
All right. I guess just to sum it all up, they're both grown individuals. You know what I'm saying? They're both grown. Cory is like, what, in his 30s? They're grown. That stuff could have been kept off the internet. Now, like, it's this whole allegation and stuff. And this ain't the first allegation that got brought up, because there was another allegation that got brought up not too long ago. I'm not sure exactly what it entailed, but there was another allegation that came up some time ago that had Cory's name attached to it, and people try to cancel him for it, but that didn't work. And then now you got this allegation that comes up, and that got debunked within 24 hours, and Cory didn't even have to say nothing. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? And for all the fans that, like, I guess fans that were trying to switch up or whatever, that's the one thing I don't like about when it comes to certain allegations. People don't tend to research. People don't tend to look up stuff. They just see a video and they run with it, and they be like, "Oh, he's he's this and that." Do some research. Like, I need more context. I'm the type of person that needs more context. You know what I'm saying? If somebody says something about one thing about one person, I'm gonna wait until the other person says something back, but so I can get full context and a full detail. I'm gonna wait for that person to speak their piece, because everybody will see one thing and they'll run with it and they'll start bashing the other person, but they come to find out that person that's trying to tell their story is the one that's in the right. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa, whatever the case may be. But I'm the type of person that likes to research. I need to do my own research on this to see, like, what the whole issue is and stuff like that. But since it's, obviously this could have been kept off the media, but now it's on the media because she made an announcement about it, and went on TikTok with it and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Cory is a grown man and she is a grown man as well. They can do whatever. I don't agree with, if it is true, I don't agree with Cory, like, just if he is playing with hearts or not. You know what I'm saying? That I don't agree with. But at the same time, he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in his shoes and he not in mine or anybody else's. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much my take on there. I don't think Cory's going to get canceled for that. Obviously, like I said, it's been debunked like fast, like very, very fast. But I think the fans that were switching up, they got to do better, because y'all seen one video and literally ran with it without even trying to get context. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. What y'all think about this whole situation. And could this situation have been kept off the media? Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about it, man. But if you made it to the end of this video, man, I appreciate you so much, man. Go ahead, leave a like on the video, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and become a part of the family for more reaction videos like this, man, in the future. So I appreciate y'all so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.